Syria is entering its most consequential moment, a fragile crossroads where political change collides with the country's toughest security threats in years. Officials say Damascus is now pushing to reset relations, reinforce security, and rebuild state institutions.
لا ننسى أيضا
Syria holds major geographic and geopolitical weight. It shares more than 900 kilometers of border with Turkey, and developments inside Syria directly influences Lebanon and Iraq. Today, Syria no longer poses a threat to its neighbors. Under the former regime, Syria exported instability, supporting the PKK terrorist organization against Turkey, backing extremist groups in Iraq, and trying to control Lebanon. Now Syria seeks stability and a natural restoration of its relations with Arab countries and with Turkey. What the old regime did ultimately served Israel's security, not Syria's.
But officials acknowledge that rebuilding stability means confronting deep unresolved challenges from displacement and extremism to the loss of natural resources.
أيضا هناك الكثير حقيقة من التحديات.
Syria still faces major challenges, beginning with refugees, as more than half of Syrians remains displaced. Another challenge is the fight against Daesh, though the state has reached a working arrangement with the international coalition, becoming its 19th partner and launching joint army intelligence operations. But real stability is impossible without economic and social recovery. Most of Syria's natural wealth, oil, gas, phosphates, water, agriculture, and skilled labor is currently under YPG control in Deir ez-Zor, Hasaka, and Raqqa. Regaining these resources is essential for stability in Syria and the wider region.
Yet, despite renewed political messaging, Syria's security dilemma stretches across several fronts. Israeli strikes continue to hit Syrian territory, targeting military sites, infrastructure, and groups aligned with Damascus. Officials say these attacks undermine rebuilding efforts and deepen vulnerabilities nationwide. In the Druze majority south, particularly Suwaida, communities are calling for the disarmament of militias and the enforcement of state authority, saying peace requires law, not weapons.
We are not against handing the weapons over to the government. When there is law, when weapons across Syria are controlled, and all gangs hand theirs in, we will be the first to hand ours over. We are not against handing over weapons. We are against killing.
The YPG terror group continues to control vast areas of the northeast. Damascus says the Maytan security understanding was never honored by the group, leaving the region vulnerable to fragmentation. And Daesh remains active, targeting the Badia Desert and the Euphrates Basin, exploiting the very gaps the state is still struggling to close. Analysts say Damascus' recent political tone, from outreach to minorities to the national dialogue and unity government, has already begun shifting regional perceptions.
From
the moment Operation Deterring Aggression began, the entire world was watching. The military conduct, the political messaging, every signal. The outreach to minorities in Aleppo, to Russia, to the people of Zahra, and later the president's message in Hama. We enter without vengeance. All of this was monitored closely. At the same time, the state's behavior, from handling key files to the scale of national obligations to the national dialogue with minorities, the unity government and the parliamentary elections, created the groundwork for international backing and renewed Arab engagement. Syria has emerged from 14 years of war and 54 years of authoritarian rule. We don't want new conflicts with anyone. We want balanced relations and a stable future with all.
Syria's new political moment is unfolding alongside its toughest security challenge in years, confronting Israeli strikes, stabilizing the south, reclaiming the northeast, and defeating Daesh once and for all. A new chapter has begun, but the country's fight for stability is far from over. Nizar Sadawi, 30 World, Damascus, Syria.